Welcome to nighthacking.com. I'm interviewing different JavaOne speakers. The JavaOne conference is in San Francisco from September 22nd through September 26th. And today I have with me Stephan Janssen, who is the founder of the DevOps conference and also the creator of Parlays, which is a Java video and slide sharing website. So tell me a little bit more about what you're going to be doing at JavaOne, Stephan.
Hey Stephan. Well, last year we did a talk about Parlays and where we were standing at that time, which was a Flex Air based environment, and we especially focused a bit on the JAX-RS and the history because it was running on Glassfish and a full, Java EE environment. What we've done since then is that we've moved or basically redeveloped both the client and the server. And more importantly, we've moved away from Flash to a full HTML5 experience. And we also moved the architecture to a full Amazon cloud instance. So that was rather a big change.
Big architectural shift. And you accomplished this just in the past year with a relatively small team?
Yeah, with a small team, but our team we really got some rock star developers on our team.
Yeah, like you have Vordeckers, who is going to be joining you in San Francisco, right?
Exactly. I mean, he basically learned like Puppet and Chef and that whole Amazon Ruby-ish type of environment in a couple of weeks.
Well, he's watched enough presentations on it. Easy stuff for him.
Yeah.
He's seen the best talk about what they did in 2-hour or 1-hour chunks. That's enough, right?
Well, it looks like it, but yeah, he did say like, oh yeah, there was a good talk about Patrick Dubois on Chef and so on. So he is like, he's eating our own dog food basically. I mean, he's learning a lot from all the talks we have over 3,000 talks on the Parlays.
Why don't we show people the UI of Parlays, which we've been talking about?
Yeah, so the nice thing is that because it's now HTML5, it just works on the iPad. So you can just go with your iPad and start enjoying these talks. What's really cool, which is a feature that Ben developed, is scrubbing. So you can really go through a talk and look at the slides before you actually go into the talk. So that already allows you to skip maybe certain things that you already know. You could also just quickly read on the description and see what it's about, or just go deeper into the tags and start searching on tags. And then if you go to the talk, let's take this one from DevOps last year. What's really nice, which I use a lot, is that, well, first of all, you already see the big block. So like here, you can see it's a big demo. So as a developer, you often just want to see the demo parts. But there's also a possibility to already slide out the talk and just actually have a quick glance over the slides. And then you say, oh, what's this? So you can click on that one. It takes you immediately to that slide. And then we can let Hadi talk about that part.
Nice.
So
what's also very cool that people like is that you can now also watch talks faster. So I can say like talk faster.
I hope you do after this session. You'll see a lot of namespaces in there under the name Jet. And
that's still doable, right? It's still, you can still listen. Cheetah is a bit too fast, maybe?
I don't know. So some of those namespaces will not be renamed until we...
Yeah, you can still kind of understand.
Yeah, you can. You really can. And it's a lifesaver. I mean, that way you can watch a talk maybe, half the time or in 30 minutes instead of 1 hour. So that's
yeah,
nice.
That's a new feature too. So you've been adding things to your web-based version. Usually people dumb down the UI to move things to HTML.
Yeah. And the nice thing is as well is the comments. That's starting to really pick up because it's right in your face. I'm now logged in with my tweet handle, so I can add comments. So like this one from Janssen got quite a bit of feedback. It's the talk with the most comments, so people can really interact with each other.
Yeah, he's a controversial guy.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. And another nice feature, if I go to JFocus, so they have all the talks there as well. What we actually support is not only embedding a talk, but embedding the full channel. So I know Mathias is probably listening. So if you go to his site of 2013, you will get the same basically layout and functionality from what I've just shown you on the homepage. but now basically white labeled on Matthias his website.
So you sure
go...
Matthias didn't slip you something to
Oh, I'm fine. No, he has a good.
He's actually
well.
a good guy. He's in chat, and he helped support me for my night hacking tour last year in the Nordic region.
Yeah, exactly. So that's actually one of his talks he gave at Devox UK. So, you know, it's all cross-pollination going backwards and forwards. But what's nice now is that, yeah, the full talk is embedded in his website. So you don't really even see that there's parlays behind it. So people stay on his website, cool. which is a good thing. So that's really something that makes me, you know, really happy. What we're really working on these days, and I'm hoping to get a really very good working version of that by JavaOne, which is you know, in a couple of weeks. We're doing sprints of 2 weeks, so every 2 weeks we're deploying bug fixes and new features. Is the possibility to do mashups with YouTube. So you can already do this, which is already very stable. You can have like you upload a talk. So this is a demo. Have some tags, JavaOne 2013. I select my channel, like test. I select a PDF, like this, and then it's uploading. We're using PHP for the moment, and that's one of the new things we're doing, is that we're migrating from PHP to Node.js. So that way we can continue in JavaScript, because we have built up quite a bit of JavaScript over the last year now. So that will become even more stable, that we have it all in one language, basically. But this talk has now been uploaded. We've extracted the text for search. You can now go to that presentation, and this is basically what SlideShare does. You know, you have the different slides, you have your previews like this. And what's now really nice, because I've uploaded this talk, I have a bit more possibilities. Well, we also have analytics, which is new. So we've added integration with Google Analytics. But this is more interesting, is the timeline editing. Actually, Jo and Ben and Herta are working on this as I actually speak. Is the possibility to actually now add YouTube or Vimeo to an existing slide deck. So I think if I add, because that's actually still cached, so let me make sure I have the right, let's see if that works. I have some 2 videos of YouTube in my cache here, which you just can find on YouTube. You can just play that, and it has a nice intro video. So what you can do is actually take that video and put it on the timeline, put it all the way to the left. And if I now hide this, you will now see that I have this YouTube video with the slide. So I can just play this. Yeah. And if YouTube works nicely, and it's a bit lagging, yeah, there it is. It now plays.
That must be YouTube's fault. It's going to be Parlay's fault.
Well, we're streaming from YouTube, so that's not really us. It's really using the player. And you saw it was actually switching to the next slide. So what would be fun, and this is still experimental, but what would be fun is that I could actually go in here, like maybe here, and then say split it. And now I'm actually editing the YouTube video in our timeline. So if I go back, I have another video from YouTube, which I would like now to complement. So I put this back next to this one. And now if I move this away, I actually have a mashup of 2 YouTube videos. So let me go back here. It's playing. And then it goes to the next slide. And it now shows me.
Nice, nice.
And that gives me goosebumps. Look, my hair is going like, woo! This is really nice. So this is basically, you know, we all say if SlideShare and YouTube will have a baby, it will be named Parlays. So it's really a combination of the best of both worlds.
And you're going to talk more about this infrastructure at your JavaOne session?
Yes, we will. We will talk a bit about the infrastructure, but more about also the JavaScript. These days I call it voodoo script. I mean, if you look what these guys are doing and what you need to do to make it all work together, it's not JavaScript anymore. You need to do some voodoo. So yeah, that's the idea.
Cool. So what else are you going to be? What else have you been doing recently? I heard about your new program, DevOps for Kids.
Yeah, well, that's really something I'm really also very passionate about. It was basically my son who pushed me forward with this. He's actually the guy here in the red pants here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They've got a nice
Is that-
little now robot in front of them. So they
Yeah,
have cool
yeah,
tech
well,
toys to
that's
play
Tasha.
with.
Yeah, Tasha and Daniel, they're really stepping up in this whole initiative and moving it even further than I was envisioning it. Is that yeah, it's becoming an annual event. So we're doing a one-day event for children between 10 and 14 years, where they're basically tasting a bit of engineering, IT, but even electronics. So this year I'll be giving a 1-hour Arduino session, which is based on the experience of Devox for Netherlands, Devox for Kids Netherlands. Roy van Rijn did an Arduino session there. And the children really grasp that very fast. I mean, they really know how, yeah, they just play with that. They take it, they listen, and they start moving it forward. So what we're going to do this year is that we're going to do Greenfoot now as well. So Greenfoot, we will have NAO programming. We'll have Lego Mindstorms, the latest ones. We'll have Arduino.
So you know the latest EV3s run Java on them.
Yeah, I know. They were released last weekend, I believe.
Yep.
So yeah, that we're doing that the 6th of October on a Sunday for the Flemish children. The 12th of October, we're doing it in Namur for the French children. Also on the 12th, we're doing the same event in Denmark, in Argus. We're doing one in the Netherlands, in Den Haag. The one is happening in Canada. There's one scheduled in France, in Switzerland. So, you know, it's really going global, and it's basically the big kids that come to Devox, they get inspired, and a lot of them have children. So they're starting to say, well, we should do the same thing. And like even Mexico is thinking of doing one. So it's scary.
No, that's really cool, and I can relate having a young technology leaning daughter at home.
Yeah, but it's like somebody's saying here on the chat box is that at school they really don't get inspired using these type of things, and I think it's really at that age between 10 and 14 that children will think about their career. And you know, I mean, like a really astonishing fact is that 25% of the children were girls. So if we can inspire these girls at that age, then that's the right moment to do so. And that might maybe increase a bit the number of girls that we see in IT. You know, I know it's a very small drop. We only had 70 children in Belgium. But if you start adding up all the other Devox for Kids initiatives, we're getting close to 500 children, top of my head. But, you know, it rapidly adds up, right? So,
cool.
Again, it's a small...
So if folks are interested in Devox for Kids, where can they find more information about the...
They can just contact us. If they search on Google Devox for Kids, they will find a website in Merlas. They can tweet to me directly or whatever. And the more initiatives we have, it doesn't even have to be named Devox for Kids as long as you do something for kids. So like now I've heard that GCon is doing GCon for Kids. Go-To, which is a big conference, is doing Go-To for juniors or something, I believe, also for children. So it looks like people are getting inspired by
this. It's definitely catching on. You've started a new technology trend.
Well, you know, I don't think I'm the only person doing this, and there's so many people who want to move this forward. So yeah, let's do it. You know.
All right, cool. So thanks a lot for the short interview, and I look forward to seeing you in San Francisco in a few weeks.
Likewise. Well, thanks for the opportunity for the demo, Stephan. And yeah, see you in San Francisco at the barbecue, I believe, at Saturday, right?
Yep. We're going to have some nice, real Brazilian churrascaria by our buddy and fellow jug leader, Bruno Souza.
Will be fun. Looking forward to that, Stephan.
Cool. All right, see you there, and thanks, everyone.
You're welcome.